There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. This is Wright Brennan with Lost in the Midlands, brought to you by Midlands Dumpster Services and Seawright Roofing. And today I'm with my good friend. She is the candle lady. She's a BNI networker. She's with Nise's Gifts, Miss Yvette. Yvette, thanks for hanging out today.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And what a cool quote that is. Tell me, what does that remind you of, Miss Candle Lady?
It reminds me of Michael Jackson's The Man in the Mirror. And pretty much a lot of people need to see who they are.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And you have some amazing candles that that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. So I do want to jump into that and what you're doing. But before we get into candles and BNI and your anti-bullying, I want to find out where you're from, a little bit about your background.
Well, I am originally from New York City. I was born in the Bronx and graduated in Springfield Gardens, Queens. As when I turned 18 years old, I left New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you come down to Columbia at 18?
No, I unfortunately I decided that I was following the love of my life and went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you started making your way down.
Yeah.
One step at a time, and eventually you came down. Now residing in you're a Midlandser.
Yeah. But I went around the world a little bit before I came to y'all. I went to spend some time in New Orleans. I had my last child there, and when that flood came, not the Katrina flood, but when it rained, it flooded. I had to walk almost 3 blocks to get home, and by the time I got home, the water was up to my buttocks.
This was a pre-Katrina flood.
Yes.
So you were close to the. You must have been near where all the locks or the water and the.
Yeah, right in the heart of New Orleans.
Right in the heart, and then you came here.
Yeah. After that flood, water wasn't for me.
You came here. You survived our flood too, obviously. So.
Oh, let's not go there.
Well, what jobs did you have before you were doing the candle gig?
Well, I always worked in the hospital.
Okay.
When I was in New York, I worked for Doctors Hospital and the New York Telephone Company. So those were my major jobs.
Yeah.
I spent so many time in that. And when I was in Sumter, South Carolina,
Nice.
I was at the hospital. So I was all over the hospital. You hear me? I was all over. I should have been a nurse or a doctor, but I didn't like blood.
Fair enough. And then at some point you were like, I'm going to get into gifts, giving, the heart of a giver.
Yeah, well, I've been in the candle business for over 16 years.
Wow.
Some friend of mine from Colorado sent me a candle, and when I smelled that candle, it was on like popcorn. So I just became a distributor just by that one candle. And
Wow.
I just wanted to burn a candle that I liked and that was healthy.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't get into the business. It took me maybe 10, 12 years before I decided to go into the business.
Yeah.
But I used my candle business to help with my helping business.
All right. Before you tell me about your helping, you do have a very cool cause. You have a unique candle. There's some cool things about it that I hear you talk about all the time. Well, tell me before I start asking about it.
Well, our candles are made from palm wax oil.
Yeah.
And one thing about the tree, say the palm tree, they don't cut down the tree to get the oil. They take the fruit of the tree and use it for the candles.
Interesting.
To be honest with you, palm wax oil is used for a lot of things, cooking, makeup.
Yeah.
And so we decided, or should I say my company decided, after using soy candles, we decided to do the palm wax candles. and palm wax candles is number 1. Soy is number 2.
Environmentally friendly. They don't produce soot. Is that correct?
That's correct. When you burn a candle, if it's not a palm oil candle, you won't get any kind of soot. When you burn it, it will burn all the way down to the safety feature, and it will stop. And your jar should be clear. Now, if your jar isn't clear, then you need to talk to me because there's something wrong.
And when the jar is clear, you also need to talk to you to go order another candle, correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. Okay. And so, and there is a cause that you are very passionate about, that you help with. The candle kind of helps you promote this cause, the anti-bullying. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that. Like, what was your inspiration for that cause? And
well, what really got me fired up about the bullying is the Columbine shooting.
Oh, wow.
There's a reason why these kids are going out there doing that. And when I researched it, it was because of bullying.
Yeah.
People don't realize, or should I say, 1 out of 5 kids are being bullied.
Yeah.
And what I usually tell parents, don't ask your kids, have they been bullied? Ask them if they see bullying around them.
Yeah.
Because once they feel comfortable to talk about bullying around them, then you can kind of sneak in there and say, have you ever been bullied?
Yeah.
See? But bullying is cyberbullying, and just regular bullying is just not a good thing. And I know because I've been bullied. My kids have been bullied.
Yeah.
And I feel that I use my candle business to, how would you say, support the literature and all the things that I need to get the word out there.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And wow, what a huge issue, people's mental health. I mean, it's just so obvious these days that is something that needs some advocacy. So
yes.
That really is awesome. This is Wright Brennan, the owner of C. Wright Roofing. When it comes to the maintenance of your roof, you want to know that you have an experienced team that knows what they're doing. And with 10 years in the business, we check all the boxes. Leaky roof, storm damage, or just overdue on maintenance, give us a call at 803-828-4181 for a free estimate. Again, that's 803-828-4181. And remember, our commitment is to roof it the right way. Well, tell me about your experience in B&I, because we're in the same chapter. We're referral partners.
Yes.
How has B&I affected your business?
When I first became a B&I-er, I had the candles, but when I sold candles, all I had to do was put it up people's nose, just let them smell it, and that was it. But when I came to B&I and started listening to podcasts, I started to learn about how to promote my business.
Yeah.
And for the past 7 years, I have educated myself, and I have tried to educate some others, and I've seen potential growth in some of the people that I've touched.
Yeah.
I love B&I. I love the connections. I love the people that I meet. And at the age that I'm at right now, I'm not going to sit home and die. I'm just going to stay in there, meet people, and let them see the products that I have.
Yeah.
And when they grow, I grow.
Wow, that is a great way to put it. When they grow, and now you spoke about you listening to podcasts, educating yourself. Now you're the education coordinator of TGIF. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I really think that people really need to listen to Ivan. One of the things that I've learned in the business realm, I should say, is if you want to be rich, find out how the rich people are doing their business.
Oh, heck yeah.
And Ivan has a really good, he's the founder of BNI, and if he's not, if you're not going by his standards, then you can't say, well, why I'm not growing. You have to, they say, this is a quote I heard, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
But if he's been going down this road for so many years and have all these chapters, he must be doing something right.
Absolutely.
So I got about 5 or 6 of his books. I listened to his podcast, and I feel that I've grown. So if you want to be a BNIer, come and see me. I'll help you grow.
Heck yeah. Giver's gain.
Yes, it
Love
is.
it. Well, that's one piece of advice. But what is another piece of advice that you could give somebody who's maybe thinking about stepping out, becoming a distributor for a product like yourself and, wants to kind of have an impact in the community? What can you tell somebody? I know you had to make some kind of leap to decide to get into the candles, to get into BNI. How can you help what would you tell somebody?
Well, what I would probably tell someone is, first, you got to know yourself, and you have to know exactly what you want to do. And once you find out what you want to do and the business that you want to do it in, you have to make it yours. You have to really get involved in what you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
Because if you love what you're doing, you can hear it in your voice. You can see it in your actions.
Oh, yeah.
So first, you got to know you. Once you know you, and you believe in yourself, the sky is the limit.
Love it. Where can we find you, Yvette? If we want to buy a candle, where do we go?
Well, right now, you can call me.
Okay.
803-665-0949. And I have a candle website, and it's Scent, SCENT team, TEAM.com/Nise, NISE. And can I tell you why I named it Nise?
Please.
My mom, who I lost three years ago, she always called me Nise. And I wanted to name my business Nise, so every time somebody says Nise, I know my mom is saying hello.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is awesome. I didn't know that all this time, so very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be sure to post that. Thanks for coming on. You've got a fantastic product, and I'm excited that we'll be able to talk about it today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Hey everyone, many thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a follow and click the bell to stay up to date on future episodes, or click the link to watch another previous episode. Also, don't forget to like, share, and please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback.